How can I make my chord progressions more interesting? Help me, please. Hey guys, today I'm going to be telling you about how to make your chord progressions slightly more interesting. Now, what does that mean? What's the simple answer? Use inversions. Okay? What are inversions? It's basically when you take the root position of a chord and you take the bottom note, which is the root, and move it up to the top. So now C has been moved to C. And this is called first inversion because you've inverted the chord once. Okay, you do it one more time, so E goes to the top, and now this is called second inversion. Do it one more time, and you're back in root position. So root, first inversion, second inversion, root. So it's a really quick crash course in inversions. Now, how can you incorporate it? Well, let's say we have a chord progression like this. Nice and simple. Well, what would I do to make it nice and smooth to lead from here to here? See, there's quite a big gap here, right? So what you can do is throw in an inversion of the tonic chord. Right? So you retain the same quality as you use the major as first inversion, and now look how easily and smoothly I lead to the 4 chord. I don't even have to move my hands at all, just the fingers, not the hands. And then the 5 chord is pretty close anyway. So you want to try to use inversions or any type of changing bass notes just to make your arrangement more interesting when you're playing piano. The last thing we really want to see when you're playing any type of casual music is for your hands to be jumping all over the place and for you to be unsure of what you're doing, right? So always try to find a way to make it easier and more efficient to move your hands from one spot to another. If I had to jump from, let's say, G major all the way up to A minor, all the way up here for some stupid reason, let's say I had to do that, then you can put in some kind of... So work your way up little by little. Never make huge sudden movements when you're playing. You know, if you're playing classical music and the composer writes it in, that's a different story. Then that's actually impressive when you practice that kind of technique and make sure your dexterity is good enough to jump all over the place. That's good. But in regular cases, having smooth voice leading is very important. And we'll talk about that in another video. What is voice leading? It may be posted, it may not be. If it is, check the description box. I will link to you or link for you what voice leading is and how we can make it smooth. But just keep that in mind. All right, so I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions and I'll see you in the next video.